my lovelies. It's time for math, and we are learning about mass and weight today. So, we've talked about mass and weight in the customary system. So, let me show you what that looks like. So, weight and mass. And here's the customary system. So, we have like a ton, and a ton is the biggest, and that's about the weight of a car. Then, next is a pound, and that's like the weight of a pineapple. And then we have an ounce, and that's the weight of a strawberry. So, ton, pound, ounce. Next, we have the metric system. So the metric system, and I'll show you where that is on your star chart. So here's weight and mass. This is the metric system. It goes from milligram, which is about the weight of 1 grain of salt. So a bunch of salt and just one little tiny grain is a milligram. A gram is about the weight of an entire sugar packet. If you've ever put sugar packet in a coffee or a drink or tea or something. And then a kilogram is about the weight of 2 pineapples. So it's almost the same as 2 pounds. So the biggest is a kilogram, then we have a gram, and then we have a milligram. So knowing that it goes from kilogram, big, gram, milligram, let's take a look at some of these. I want you to pause the video right now, and I want you to do the first 3 by yourself, and then we'll check and see if you're thinking the same as I am for milligram, gram, and kilogram. All right, so you should have unpaused by now. For a bowling ball, I was thinking 7 kilograms. Bowling balls are pretty heavy, and if a kilogram is about the weight of 2 pineapples, that seems about right to me. Okay, a large pumpkin, I was thinking again 4 kilograms. A pumpkin's pretty big. 2 grams would be 2 sugar packets. 4 milligrams would be 4 grains of salt, and 2 milligrams would be 2 grains of salt, so that doesn't seem to make much sense. And then we've got a pen. A pen, I would probably say a pen weighs about 15 grams. 15 sugar packets, that seems about right. Milligrams would be 15 grains of salt. That's too little. 1 milligram is 1 grain of salt, and it's more than 1 sugar packet, so definitely those. So I want you to do pause the video, do the last 3, and then I will see if you got the right answer. Okay, so I hope that you unpaused by now. A paper clip. Now I have a paper clip right here, and they are pretty light. So I would probably say that a paperclip is about 1 gram, 1 sugar packet. Feels about the same. A rocket, goodness gracious, where's the biggest one on here? Not grams, not kilograms, 500,000 kilograms for sure. And then an apple, I would say it's more than 2 grains of salt, and it's more than 2 sugar packets. It's more than 20 grains of salt, so I'm thinking 20 grams, which would be about 20 sugar packets. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice our conversions. So unlike yesterday was pretty easy because we only had liters and milliliters for our capacity or our volume. But today we have grams, milligrams, and kilograms. So we have 3 different conversions. So right now, I want you to divide your paper. Everybody should have a paper into 4. I'm going to do 4 examples with you, and you're going to do them with me, and then you'll be free to do your work. So I am going to write. We've been doing this. This is like our 2nd week to do this. So I expect you to know what you're doing. So if you don't, please contact me and say, Miss Simpson, I'm very confused because I need to help you. I need to get on there. I need to help you. I need to make sure you get this. So it's not a bad thing if you're still having trouble, but let me know if you're having trouble so I can help you. So for this video, I'm going to write the 4 problems first. I'm going to let you pause it and solve all 4 by yourself. And then I'm going to go through and show you how to do them. So I'm going to give you time to solve them. So 4 kilograms equals how many grams? I want you to figure out 6 grams equals how many milligrams? I want you to figure out 2,000 milligrams equals how many grams? And I want you to figure out 8,000 grams equals how many kilograms. So those are your problems. I want you to write all 4 down on your paper, and I want you to solve them using input-output tables. Okay, if you're watching this right now, then you should be done. If not, I'm going to pause for just a few more minutes. If you're watching this video and you are not following along and you're not doing the problems with me, you're not going to get anything out of it. You're not going to learn it. You're not going to know what you're doing. So pause the video. It's a requirement that you pause the video and you do the work with me. So all 4 of your problems should be solved. You should have something written in that blank. You should know the answer. And we're going to check and see if you got the correct answer. So let me get out my pencil. Let's go to 4 kilograms equals how many grams? So when I saw this, I immediately went to my star chart and I noticed 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So I'm going to write that over here. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. So now I'm going to take my input-output table and I am going to write that in first. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So now I need to figure out if I have 4 kilograms, how many grams would I be? So I got to figure out my rule first. So what can I multiply 1 by to get 1,000? 1 times what equals 1,000? Well, guys, anything times 1 is itself, so I know I can multiply it by 1,000. So you should have done 4 times 1,000 equals 4,000. So 4 kilograms is 4,000 grams. Give me a thumbs up if you got that right. Okay, so on this one, say you did that one wrong, you figured out what you did wrong, and now you realize, oh my gosh, Miss Simpson, I did all of them wrong. Well, guess what? I'm going to give you an opportunity right now to redo them, to fix them. So I'm going to write your conversion over here. So 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. That's your conversion right there. Go ahead and pause the video and do your input-output table. Now, if you're thinking, no, I know how to do it, I got it right, then you can continue watching. Okay, so I gave everybody a chance to pause. Let's go ahead and do an input-output table together. So you write input, write output. We're going to put our conversion in there. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So I know my rule is going to be times 1,000. I honestly don't even have to write out all this mumbo jumbo. I know that it's times 1,000 because 1 times 1,000 will equal 1,000. So now I'm going to write my 6 grams is how many milligrams. So all I've got to do now is 6 times 1,000. And if you're doing the zeros rule, you know you only multiply 6 and 1. And then you add your 3 zeros. 0, 0, 0. So my answer is 6,000. Give me a thumbs up if you got the answer correct. Okay, now let's do this one. I'm going to go ahead and write my conversion over here. 1,000 milligrams. Notice it's the same conversion as this one. I just flipped it around. I just put milligrams first. They're interchangeable. You can flip them around either way. Okay, if you need to fix this one because you did it wrong, pause the video and fix this one. If you're ready to move on, let's go. Input, output. I'm going to go through this one a little bit slower. Reason being, if you're struggling with this right now, really pay attention to how I do this. Okay, so step 1, I had to find my conversion. I found that on my star chart underneath weight and mass where I see kilograms and grams. Now, it does say 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter. You can switch it around either way. So that's how I got that. Now, I'm going to take this conversion and I'm going to put it in for my very first value. So the first number is going to be your input, 1,000 milligrams. The second number is going to be your output, 1 gram. Now, I'm going to take this milligrams and I'm going to put it in the milligram column, which is 2,000 milligrams. And I'm going to put this unknown in the gram column because I don't know how many grams it is. So now, whether you have 1 over here or you have 1 in the output, you can always do 1. You can do it left to right, like I did here. 1 times 1,000 equals 1,000. Or you can do it right to left. So 1 times 1,000 equals 1,000, right? So what times 1,000 will give you 2,000? Think about that. You have the same amount of zeros, so you just need to know what times 1 will give you 2. And I hope you said 2. Oop, I don't know why I started putting 1,000. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting used to it. So 2 grams. 2. Okay, let me put your conversion over here. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. Go ahead and pause the video and solve this one if you haven't already, and we'll check your answers. Okay, let's draw our input-output table. Input, output. The only thing that's hard about this is figuring out which way you're going to multiply. So I always do, if the small number is over here, I'll go from right to left. But if the small number is over here, I'll go from left to right. It just depends. You can also divide. You can do 1,000 divided by 1,000 equals 1, but that's a lot. That's just too hard for me. So I'm going to put my conversion, that I found over here. That's my very first number. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug in this 8,000 that I have right here. And I need to know blank kilograms. So I know 1 times 1,000. Notice a pattern here. On weight, it seems like our rule is always times 1,000, right? You just got to figure out, am I timesing the output by the input? Or am I timesing the output by 1,000? Or am I timesing the input by 1,000? In this case, I'm doing the output. So the output, which is 1 kilogram, times 1,000 grams equals 1,000. Or no, times 1,000 equals 1,000 grams. So now blank kilograms times 1,000 equals 8,000 grams. Well, you know that you have the same amount of zeros. So what times 1 equals 8? 8. This is why I love the metric system so much. It's a bunch of zeros. It's the easy, as long as you know the zeros trick, it is quick, fast, easy. No problem at all. All right, my loves, today for your assignment, you have, guess what? Your last, certainly not least, but your very last paper that looks like this. You're going to tell me which one you think you measure it in, and you've got some more input-output table practice. Woohoo! All right, I love y'all so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.